What's going on, guys? My name is Corrupt, and today I'm here to bring you guys my Untitled 10 DragBat Attack Strategy guide. This guide is going to teach you everything that you guys need to know about the DragBat Attack strategy before you start using it. Now, this attack is nothing new. Obviously, this was the one that made bat spells meta, which is obviously dragons, loons, and those bat spells. Now, this guide is really going to aim to help you guys improve on this and also find some unique ways of actually using this attack strategy. There's multiple different ways of using it by either using the Stone Slammer on the back end, either using a Lava Hound, or even using the Wall Wrecker, which we will get into all of those a little bit later on to the video. But we're going to start off by really focusing on the attack and how you set the funnel. Funneling your dragons in is extremely important. Now, unlike at Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12, you don't have the option to use Electro Dragons, which means you're going to have to be creative. So that means you're going to have to use maybe a baby dragon, or maybe you even want to use the dragon itself to set one side of the funnel, and then your Sui hero on the other side. Or you can even split both heroes on both sides to set a funnel there. That's usually a really good idea and something to keep in mind. Again, there's multiple different ways of doing so, and it's just really creative on how you guys can do it, depending if you really want to bring that baby dragon, or if you want to just use one dragon to set the funnel on the opposite side, so that then your dragons can go in. The reason that the funnel is so important is because you really want to make sure the dragons get through the base. You don't want them to go onto the outside. You want them to go into the core and wreck as much as possible. Sometimes dragons will have enough either HP or enough in numbers to finish off the buildings, even if it goes onto the outside. Especially if you see things such as a multi-inferno. Multi-infernos are not like singles, so obviously you don't need to worry about them unless there's an air defense right near it. So then there's something to worry about. So again, it's up to you on exactly how you want to do it. Now, if you do plan to do a Sui hero, you want to try and at least get some sort of value. So sometimes you may want to get some Teslas, a Wizard Tower if you can, or maybe even an air defense. That can really help exactly where you're entering. But the other thing that you want to make note of when you're actually taking a look at the base design that you want to hit with this is the air sweeper placement. Are you going to have to fight an air sweeper, or are you going to be able to funnel just enough so the air sweeper really doesn't do anything other than being a general nuisance? That is something to think about when you guys are doing this attack. Again, it's up to you on exactly how you guys want to hit, but again, you got to make sure that you take a look at the air sweeper placement. Is it possible for me to hit the base where I can actually take out a good chunk of the base before I drop in my bats and the freeze and rage to take out either a multi or a wizard tower and actually start storming other defenses? That's up to you. Now, the other thing is, do you want to bring a max freeze in the CC or a max bat spell? It's up to you again. But if you do decide to bring a max freeze, you will not get the maximum number of bats or a lot more bats than you typically would with bringing one max bat spell. Sometimes people really enjoy bringing more bats than bringing a freeze. So it's up to you on exactly. Sometimes you may want to bring a poison spell. Again, it's up to you on exactly what you want to do with your spell composition, even your army composition itself. It can be really flexible. Bring more loons, more dragons, or just, a few less and bring some cleanup troops as well, like minions, and maybe a funnel troop like a wizard. Again, it's up to you on exactly what you want to do, but another good thing is to bring a Lava Hound. A Lava Hound can actually act as a tank as you move in. You want to try and let it tank for the dragons and loons and as they go in. Sometimes even the Stone Slammer, but the Stone Slammer itself is already a tank, so you really want to make sure that the dragons and loons are actually tanked for more likely, just because you really want them to start moving in. Sometimes you're going to use loons actually to take out some defenses or create a funnel. Sometimes you may want to enter into a corner of the base, like at 12 o'clock or at 3 o'clock or something like that. Sometimes then it may be a good idea to use the balloons there to actually be able to, the Lava Hound to tank for the dragons going in along with the Stone Slammer. making sure that none of the dragons, or at least minimal dragons, get taken out at the beginning is really your key, because you want to keep a good number of dragons going in and then under its rage and all of that. And then using your Stone Slammer if you want on another side or on the back end of the base. But another good thing that you guys can do is if you feel that, you don't have enough free spells, why not bring a Golem? Now, why am I saying a Golem? And the main reason why is because because you don't get Ice Golems at Town Hall 10, that doesn't mean you can't use a Golem to almost act like one. So using it basically on the outside to where a wizard tower can target it is something really good and something to keep in mind when you guys are doing this attack. So something to keep in mind. It's a really, really good way of tanking for your bats, having enough tankage for those bats to get through the rest of the defenses, especially if you've only got a multi-inferno that you're going to freeze rage bat, and then you're also going to deal with a multi-inferno, but you have nothing to tank for it. That's when you bring a golem, and that's when you can be really successful. However, make sure that when you're scouting the base, that the wizard tower can target the golem, because I've seen it countless times where the golem does not tank for the wizard tower at all. Something to keep in mind when you guys are doing this attack. So really make sure that you guys do so. But again, it's really up to you on exactly how you guys want to go in, and then as you start moving through. Now remember, your first initial rage going into the base is really important, because you really want to make sure that that first initial rage going in will boost those dragons as they go through, along with the loons and not really the Stone Slammer, just mainly those two, specifically because the Stone Slammer isn't affected by the rage spell at all. And then if you decide to bring a poison, then you really want to use that poison to take out the enemy CC. Usually this strategy is really strong against Lalo CCs, but they can also work against CCs such as Baby Dragon or Dragon CCs. You just may want to bring a poison spell to deal with the enemy clan castle. So something to keep in mind. Now, when you guys are using your bat spells, save one rage for them, and then you also want to do a rage bat freeze. The freeze spell will then actually not activate until, obviously it's placed, but your bat spells are placed first, so they're going to be able to spawn quicker, or spawn as soon as you drop in that freeze. By the time that your freeze spell is dropped, they should be able to overwhelm the multi-inferno or the wizard tower and take it out. Just remember that the multi-inferno has more health than a wizard tower, so it may seem like a wizard tower goes down quicker than a multi-inferno, but it's because they have more health and all of that, so you really want to make sure. Just remember that the bat's weakness is going to be Teslas, Expos, sometimes air defenses, but they don't shoot as fast, but the other ones are going to be obviously wizard towers and multi-infernos. Now, the last thing I want to really talk about that I said I was going to towards the beginning is the wall wrecker. Why would anyone use that? Well, mainly it's to get rid of a compartment of either 2 air defenses or at least a multi-inferno. Sometimes you will see this, and you may want to start taking advantage of it. If you see where the town hall is on the opposite side, you can bring in some Valkyries within the wall wrecker and then actually take that entire compartment out and even lure out the CC. Now, other times you will not have your queen, but even if you're dealing with a baby dragon and a witch in that CC, you can just use your dragons to really take care of the baby dragon and the witch as they move in. So it's really not something to worry about as you move in. Just remember to try and at least take out the multi and the 2 air defenses, or even just 1 air defense if you are going to use the wall wrecker with Valkyries in it. So I don't think I missed anything, so hopefully you guys did learn something and enjoy this video. Leave a like and also subscribe for more of my content. Don't forget to also follow me on Twitter, and if you guys want, you guys can feel free to join the X-Humanity Family Discord server. We are recruiting for Season 7, and if you guys want to go ahead and join my community Discord server, that is also good too. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of this style of content and what town hall and strategy you guys want to see in the next one. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Corrupt, signing out.